What's up, Team KBA? One Tech Traveler here. We've got this big box to unpack for you today, with travel restrictions sort of quietening down and making things a little bit more open so people can start traveling, even though you should still be mindful of the situation out there and keep yourself safe and healthy first and foremost. You might start thinking about future holidays or even domestic travels. Since I'm here in South Korea, I thought I'd check out a local Korean brand for luggages that are a little bit more affordable, especially if you find yourself in South Korea. Maybe better prices here than where it is back home. Hopefully this will give you a good idea of what TravelMate is about and dive into the quality, what it kind of looks like with the organizational setup, and just overall my thoughts on this particular model. Now, I remember TravelMate used to have a few stores, but since the pandemic, they've closed a lot of the stores down, so it means you can only purchase it online. From my understanding, they did have a shop in Gangnam and even in Jamsil World Mall, but those are all non-existent. So I kind of bit the bullet to try one of their models online since they had a big promotional offer, and it is the Cluny down here. This is a check-in luggage, 28-inch in size. They do have 20 inches for more carry-on and then 24-inch for mid-size check-in luggages. I went for the larger model just to see how that looks like. It's about 95 capacity, and yeah, really excited to dive into this. If you'd like to read more about the TravelMate Cluny luggage, I'll be putting my review on my website, so you can check it out at onetechtraveler.com. And if you'd like to see more of TravelMate's range, then I'll also put a link down below to their official website. They got a few additional accessories, different styles and colors too. So let's get started. So I've got my trusty Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Let's go ahead and unbox this huge package. It literally just arrived today. In terms of shipping, really quick, like ordered it maybe 2 days ago and it's arrived here in Seoul in that time. So really impressed in terms of delivery and very straightforward to unpack this. I'm kind of gonna do it down here, and then I can switch the camera view to give you more of an idea of how it looks like. And there's also a few accessories I picked up, a travel cover just to give it a bit more like durability, especially if it's getting thrown around in the cargo from a plane. So hopefully that's inside here too. It didn't come in a separate package, so hopefully that's inside. And also a belt to sort of compress it all or keep it together, especially if you are packing large. And let's take out the box. And here we go. Nothing inside the main box, so hopefully they're inside. Would make more sense rather than separate packaging, but let's go ahead and untie this. It actually comes in a few different colors. You can see I've kind of color matched it to my t-shirt for today's video. It's in gray. Actually looks really nice. It also comes in like a white, a navy, and even like a yellow. But I went for the gray just to sort of keep a more smarter look, and with my other personal luggages that I'm rocking, which is a Victorinox. But there we go. This is the luggage. Rolls pretty sweet. This has got double wheels. It is expandable, this Cluny model. We've got a handle on one side and then a handle on the top. In terms of the dimensions and specs, I might as well read it out. It's 27 centimeters by 75 by 29, so 28 inches overall as a check-in luggage size. 5.2 kg, so of course the larger you go, the heavier they are. It's not unreasonable, so I still think it's pretty good, and hopefully the space also gives you a bit more freedom. Overall style looks clean. We've also got the handle, and that's kind of it. It has telescopic stages, so you can adjust the handle, and has a good click. Again, I mentioned it's got double wheels. We've got a few stoppers on one side, just if you decide to place it on its side, then it's not going to damage on the surface. Fairly wide, again, that's like 29 centimeters width, so pretty good. And let's open this up. Yeah, they're inside. All right, that was what I was hoping for. I'll put that open in a second. So we've got the luggage cover New York Transit Series, and we've got the luggage belt that is accompanying. They have a few styles. One was like a red, ivory, and a navy. I was kind of hard pressed deciding which one to go for, but normally I don't like just a standard black, but since this is a cover, it means it's less likely to show marks, and the luggage belt I thought was a nice accompaniment overall. So in terms of keeping this a little bit more fresher for longer while it's getting dumped around in the cargo, then hopefully this will work. It is a large. It is said to cover from like a 26 to a 30, so hopefully with it being recommended from Travelmates themselves, then this should give a much better fit. But I'll also check it with my 30-inch Victorinox and see if it can fit that. But overall, looks good so far. All right, I've just put everything out of the way. I'll be out of the frame, but it gives you a better idea with what it looks like inside the Cluny Travelmate luggage. Pretty standard affair. You've got your compression Y strap on one side, and it is adjustable in the middle here, so you can sort of tighten that compression. It just gives it a bit more customization if you are packing tight or packing fairly light. On the right side, I have tried other luggages that sort of seals this completely off. We actually have two like clippers on the corner down below and here, and that provides a cover on that side. And we've also got a mesh see-through panel on the actual divider itself, so pretty clean. I like that so far. Nothing in terms of the spine, so no removable pocket or compartments, but hopefully gives you a good idea. Just show you what that looks like. Interior itself, I got the gray, so I don't know if that kind of changes with the other colors, but since it is a gray, everything matches nicely, including my t-shirt. And I think I like this. The space again is very large in terms of the wheels. It is double wheel, so I like that. I've had single wheels before previously, before I decided to really spend some time getting some good quality luggages, and having a single wheel, if they break, like, it's an absolute nightmare trying to maneuver that around. So at the very minimum, double wheels. These aren't any sort of particularly known branded of double wheels, so you know, whether those are Japanese 360 spinners, these are more of your standard affair, but again should make things a little bit better and very quiet on smooth surfaces. And then a closer look at the TSA lock. So we have a push to sort of open up the locked zippers once you've set up the code, and it is a pin lock rather than a key or something, so you just need to remember the code, and you can obviously reset it with most of a TSA locks. So that's lined up alongside the handle. Back we go. Now let's also look at these luggage covers. So again, this isn't a large, it is Travelmate branded. So again, there's not that many travel covers like online. Even here, there's some universal ones, but the quality of them aren't great, and also the compatibility, because some luggages have a few different dimensions. So I went with the safer option of getting the Travelmate version, even though it's kind of a little bit more on the expensive side. It was maybe $20, 24,000 Korean won, so Iman Sachonon. But I still think it's very reasonable when you think of finding a luggage cover that's going to perfectly suit the luggage itself. Packaged well, gives you an idea of how to set it up, so I'll follow that. This is a large cover. The material is nice. It's got a bit of a spandex for a good stretch. This is the front, Broadway Express. So again, more of the minimal and more smarter look compared to the navy, which is actually very bold with the New York lettering. The red one kind of had different zone lines, like the different stops, and then Broadway Express. This kind of reminds me even London Heathrow, and yeah, just a few lining. When we add that with the luggage belt, then it should look pretty fresh. So let's just open that as well. I kind of do it horizontal or vertical, so you have a few flexibility. And again, just adds additional protection, keeps everything like stacked nicely and compressed during the journey. It is optional. Normally I haven't rocked with it, but I kind of just went for the overall look to pair them together. So it kind of matches that Broadway Express you see here. It's got a sort of translucent clip, which I actually like. And again, very wide, rugged, no stretch here, so you can kind of customize the fit before you lock it away. So definitely best for check-in luggages, although for carry-ons maybe not so much, in case you might need to open it or you go through security. And yeah, that's kind of totally up to you, or you can put it in your bag before you just board and then you can wrap it. So let's try and put this on, shall we? Now, just to make it a little bit easier, I've put it on my table so it's kind of higher up rather than me bending. So again, a reminder, this is the luggage cover. What I like about it is on the bottom, you kind of have multiple buttons that you need to clip it onto, and it's kind of reinforced with a plastic sort of strip here. But besides that, we also have this stretchable piece here. So previous ones I've tried like zippers or just a few buttons. Again, the universal fit means it's not the best or tailored to your luggage. Underneath, we also have this stretchy piece, gives it a little bit more hold and firmness rather than just relying and giving more pressure on this bottom piece. Let's go ahead and fit this on. It's pretty easy to do. We just slide it over and then bring it all the way down. Again, it's got a nice stretch, and we just need to sort of line up the hole. And then we have the luggage handle that sits through the hole. We've stretched it all the way down. We can just get this piece and then attach it to the bottom. And again, because that sort of like stretchy strap underneath is kind of giving a bit more hold and shape for the luggage cover, then it kind of makes it much easier to clip on. And this fits perfectly on the Cluny luggage, so let's just do that last piece. And there you have it. This is it. This is the luggage cover. It fits exactly and nicely. Again, you can kind of make sure everything is firmly held underneath. Got two holes on either side for your luggage handles. It's a little bit offset, but maybe that's just how I've put it on. But generally, you've got the hole for the handle. Looks really clean. Let's put the luggage belt on now. For the luggage belt, and it takes a little bit getting used to with the luggage belt once you know how to sort of cinch it down, but once it's all done, and again, if this is all compressed, then this is going to give it extra hold, and it kind of has a nice space for the luggage cover where it sits a little bit higher horizontally. But of course, you can also do it vertically as well, which I think is also a good idea. You can sort of weave it in between the luggage handles. But that just gives you a little look at the luggage cover, the New York Transit series in black. We've also got the luggage belt, and then of course the Cluny Travelmate luggage. I think it's pretty good quality. Definitely dig these luggage covers. So if you think about the Travelmate luggages, which I think are very reasonable for the price and also the quality, I think getting the luggage covers are really gonna make things easier to source one, rather than after the fact where it's either where it can be a little bit more expensive. The quality is also not that great compared to the luggage covers that Travelmate offers. I really like the strap underneath it. And yeah, this makes for really nice expandable check-ins of a larger size that I think is going to definitely suit a lot of people for larger or longer travels. Yeah, we'll see kind of how it holds up. I've got a few flights lined up over the coming months, so we'll see how this sort of fares with a few knocks just being in the cargo, how the wheels sort of handle, and overall the organizational points when I'm packing this. Pretty lightweight, even though it says 5.2 kg, you still got a good amount of space and allowance to pack this with a lot of things. And yeah, really excited to use this. So thanks a lot for joining me, Team KBA. Hope you found it at least somewhat insightful into Travelmate's luggages. It's the first that I've tried from them here as a local Korean brand. I think the Cluny is actually really nice, the overall paint job, and then the various colors on offer. Highly recommend getting the luggage covers just to give it a bit more longevity, and I'll see if this fits my 30-inch Victorinox luggage. But yeah, pretty impressed. So thanks a lot, Team KBA. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, keep being awesome. Peace.
No.